Hi and welcome to A Day in the Garden with me, Christina Linder. Today I thought we would go over how to make a door swag. This is a great way to decorate your front door or any door for that matter. What is important when you choose your materials for a door swag is that you pick greens that aren't going to be dropping needles as soon as they dry out a little bit. Because every time you open and close your front door, that'll deposit a pile of needles on your doormat, and then before you know it, you'll be cleaning your house, and we don't want that. So one of my choices here today is a silver fir, and you can see how it has a beautiful silver backing. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit with contrasting colors and textures here. So starting with a silver fir, I'm going to make the base like this. And you want to make sure that the tops are all aligned because you're going to secure it up here. So that's our base. Looks pretty good. And then I also have some cedar. And this has a contrasting texture, which is quite lovely. And we're going to put those on like there, making sure that the stems align. Next, I think we're going to take one of these silver firs and go backwards so that you can see the different textures there. Also, I picked from my garden this beautiful little osmanthus. This looks like holly, but it's not a holly actually. It's got that nice variegation in the leaves. So we're going to tuck him in there. Now you can decorate these in any way you want, and if you are into using more gardeny kind of things, you could, I have here some calicarpa, which is a purple berried shrub that likes to get stuck on everything. But these purple berries are really beautiful, and they're actually edible. They're not tasty, but they are edible. And that could be something you could put into your swag if you wanted to. I also have here a hydrangea that has started to die off now in my garden, and the color kind of picks up the calicarpa a little bit. I think that's really beautiful. If you didn't want to go purple, then you could also use some crab apples if that's something you have in your garden. And these are so beautiful. Once they get hit with a frost, they almost go translucent. So that's another look that you could do. And if you don't want to do that, another thing that is really beautiful in the fall garden, the winter garden, is snowberries. And here is a pink variety. I might pick the leaves off if I'm going to use that, because they will wilt. But if pink is your color, these also come in white. If that's your color choice, then that would look really pretty as well. I think I'm going to go a little bit more Nordic, if you will. So I have here a mossy branch that I might put in like that. And then I might put in my osmanthus like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to secure this so it doesn't fall apart. So I have some regular rubber bands here, and I've just looped them to make them a bit longer. And I'm going to hook this onto a stick. And then I'm simply going to feed this through the bunch. Sure. Down like that, and then up on the other side. And I'm going to go around like that a few times. And the trick with the rubber band, of course, is that it is going to keep tightening up. If these branches start shrinking as they're drying, this is not going to let them go. So it's not going to fall apart when you slam the door one morning. There. And then we're just going to make a little adjustment here. We're going to maybe cut that a little bit, like so that I can hook this on there. It's putting up a fight. There we go. So now it is wrapped around. I started it by just hooking it onto a branch, and then I wrapped it, and then I hooked it back onto a branch again. So now we're going to decorate this. And I guess, a bit of a traditionalist in the sense that I like red for Christmas. I also think that bells are fun. There's nobody sneaking into your house when you got bells on your door. So we're just going to put those in like that. Like that maybe. We're going to hook that over top of one of the branches here. Like so. And we're going to straighten those out after. Like that. And then I thought these little deer are really cute. So what I've done is I've drilled a hole right through their little bodies so that I can feed a wire through there like that. And then I'm going to attach this little fella to one of these mossy branches here. And when you wire in decorations like this, you want to make sure that what you're wiring them to is sturdy enough that it can hold the weight. So I'm just going to feed these around in here and tighten it up so the deer doesn't flop around. And his little brother. There. So I'm just feeding the wire right through. And maybe we'll turn him the other way. And same thing, just attach him with a wire to the back. Like that. Come on, little dear. There we go. And then I think a red bow is what I want on my front door. So I happen to have here an unstructured velvet ribbon. So there's lots of different kinds of ribbons that you can choose. You can get wired ones that really hold their shape nicely. And this one is totally the opposite. It's very unstructured. So it'll hang more softly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use this ribbon and we're going to cover up our rubber band. It's very important because the rubber band's not that pretty. And go around from the front, come around from the back, and we're just going to tie a little bow. And this red is really going to pop here. And you can make these tails as long or as short as you want. I think I'm just going to do that. A single loop. And I'm going to pull it like that. And there you go. There's your door swag ready to go. You could put a little wire hook on the back so that you can hang it up more easily. And if you don't want to put a nail in your door, which can sometimes lead to heated discussions over dinner, you can always get a wreath hanger and hook your door swag on that. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And as always, please like, follow, and share. See you next time. Bye.